Hey friends, and welcome back to Let's Play Illusion of Gaia and the sideways flying birds, seagulls. Very impressive. They are just here to impress Will. Last time, when we opened up the game, we began in this town of South Cape, a charming, quaint little village where our friends were playing cards in a cave. I showed them my powers. My grandparents were eating snail pie. We packed in a lot. The princess was found hiding in my house, got taken back to the castle, and that's actually where we left things off. It might confuse you as to why we're back here. And it's that thing that I was mentioning. I wanted us to get that last jewel while we could still access it. So I did come back here and I kind of ran back and forth. That's this door that's open here is a result of me running in and out of this door. The reason is because when I'm standing here, I can see if the guy is on the dock. I can see from here he's not. I walk down here, he's not in his other seated position, which means, hallelujah, he found the red jewel. He lifted the strange teapot. That's all that says. But if I go to the pot, I see that I found a red jewel. I'm glad this guy caught that for me, and that while his back was turned, I snatched it up. We're going to go over here now, which I didn't go to the first time. You can drop down onto this rooftop. This guy that looks just like every other man in this village is the character Gem, the jeweler Gem. He controls the 7 Seas. Just a cool way to introduce yourself. We give him our jewels. That's the fastest way to do it. So there's now 4. We've given him 4. And there's 50 in the entire game. So we're well on our way. Every so often we get a little prize. So thanks for some herb. You received the herb. Here is a list of some of the other things that he'll give us along the way. So, looking forward to it. Anyways, yeah. Just wanted to see you, my friend. So, just needed to run back here to do that. It is no fun watching me running in and out of a house for 10 minutes in order to wait for him to appear on the dock. So I saved you that torture. Back to where we just were, though. We're going to Edward's castle. We've been summoned by the king. He's having breakfast. He doesn't want to see us right now. So we're just going to kind of poke around until he's done. AKA, we're going to talk to Miss Guard, who won't let us in to the princess's room, understandably. Just a shabby boy. I mean, he's not wrong. My hair's a little unkempt, but, it's part of my charm. Oh, that voice I heard 10 minutes ago. Wow. Love how easy that works. You, yesterday. I love these little jumps that these guys do. Okay, so your business is finished. Get out now. It's kind of rude. He stopped being scared about that nickname very, very quickly. So there we go. The princess seems to have some sort of a conscience, except for when it comes to the heads of these soldiers. She doesn't want you to give up this crystal ring because it's important to me, she thinks. So here's the king. I'm going to tell him. We'll see. I do. I look so sad. Everyone's telling me I look shabby. So did I bring the crystal ring? I don't remember grabbing it. I've gotten these red jewels and I gave them away, so I'm just going to say no. How dare you say such a thing to me? It was pretty rude. Guards, throw this impudent weasel in prison. And then go to my house and just find that ring. Yep, no problems with that. The soldiers are grabbing me. Ma'am, save me. Queen Edwina. Could you say that? So, this game, by the way, all these locations are based on areas in the real world. Sometimes directly, sometimes just a little bit loosely. A lot of RPGs have that sort of fantasy kingdom aesthetic where every single region in the world is ruled by a little kingdom. And that's not quite the case, although the game does kind of start this way. So we're stewing in our jail cell here. Let's think of a way on how to get out of here. All right. Well, if you go around, there's not much you can interact with. You can notice that the door is locked. You're kind of on a timer here. There's someone chained to this ball. And you can comment about the moss. The cool moss. So really, we're just going to kind of stand here. I don't know if it's 30 seconds or a minute or what. But we're just going to think about, I guess what we did. How maybe we should have said yes to the crystal ring. There we go. Soldier's whisper comes from a hole in the ceiling. It's today's ration of bread. Even moss drinks water. It's a little bit cryptic. I don't know what he meant, but I am going to get this bread. I'm going to taste some of it. Bread is hard. Send it back. Worst thing I've ever tasted. Missing the snail pie. Sure. Okay, and again, we're going to need to sit and kind of wait for the next thing to happen. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Okay, we're just having we fell asleep, I guess, standing up. Now our flute's talking to us. It's... Well, this is your father. That's time to wake up. My flute's telling me it's... But now you've grown up. But I think his dad and him were hanging out like 1 year ago, according to that intro. But I guess I've all grown up in that 1 year. I can't tell you now. I wonder why. Yeah, sure, I will listen. I want you to save me. But I'm not going to tell you where I am, but I want you to save me. Oh yeah, these things are also going to come to me when I twirl my flute around. This. Grandpa knows the secret of that stone. Starting now, I'm going to encounter a terrible thing. Do I have to? Okay. Great. Make a pilgrimage, go around the world, find the mystic statues. And I'm just getting hit with all of these instructions suddenly. No time. Quickly, first, to the Incan ruins. The flute's voice fades and disappears. Okay. So, I now have... Oink, oink. I now have a new purpose. Oink, oink. I know that voice. I wonder if this is Kara's pig. It's just another well-behaved pig. A letter and a key tied to its tail. The letter read, I'm sorry to hear that you're in prison. I too am a prisoner, in a prison of silk and gold. That made no sense to me when I was a kid. You also will be free. Every time you get something moderately important, it plays this victory fanfare. And it's a great moment. Cool. So now that I've got the key, I'm going to go into my inventory. I'm going to select the key between my herbs and my melody that I learned from Grandma. So we can open this door. Fantastic. And I'm going to free this soldier. I don't need anyone's help. I can get up by myself. You sure can, now that I opened the door for you. We'll pop in here. Let's pop in here. Another complete space trip. So this little save point will give you little hints and tips and tricks along the way. We don't need those though. We just need to save. We are fine. Alright, well let's go ahead and walk out of the prison. Alright, time for some action. Yes. So you will notice... Yeah, you'll notice that. That's a good point, Will. Thanks for bringing that up. He is fighting with his flute, which is his dad. Which also makes statues move. So Will's flute, really the point is that it's the real MVP so far of this game. It's really moving things along. Defeating enemies sometimes will do things like that. Now I've got access to this guy I can fight. But in order to get that little power up that you saw me get a second ago when I beat those 3 bats, you have to kill every monster that's in the room that you're in. So they're all going to get slayed. You got a little radar too, with me in the middle, and it appears 4 enemies to my left. Here's one of them. Alright, there we go. See? That's how we do that. And now we got a little bonus. To really level up, you just get small stat increases as you go along. But now I do 2 damage to these little bats with my father flute instead of 1. So that's great. Hopefully we remembered this little trick from playing cards earlier. Oh, you might have seen that. There's a little floaty fuzzball thing now that just appeared next to me, unexplained, that says, hey, watch what you're doing if you hit. See, hey, what are you doing? Come here or the demon will get you. So the little floaty fuzzball is trying to give me advice, but it's also being... Oh, there we go, finally disappeared. It was doing a really bad job at, like, self-preservation. Definitely flew right in front of my father flute swings many, many times. Okay. I don't know that this dungeon, this under the castle prison dungeon, is based on any real world location specifically. But we're moving along here. Got a little bit of defense. Everyone loves some defense. So this also tells me there's a treasure. Pretty tricky puzzle here. But I've solved it. Found another herb. Something about this game that was a little bit difficult was like inventory management for me to figure out as a kid. There's no shops, there's no any merchants you can buy these things from. So the amount of like herbs, which are healing items, are limited. There's just a finite amount of them in this game. So if you're playing this game and you're not very good and you just go through them, you will never get more. So I'm going to stubbornly never use them if possible and save them for challenging moments. Ow. It hurt so much. Yeah, those little things are invincible. Oh. And I need to wait for this to phase out of existence. Fantastic. Fantastic. This switch you can't hit. It is rusty or something. I'm glad they placed it below a cliff, though. Yay! What is this? Oh, a red jewel, huh? Number 5. Hey? What is this? Oh, okay. Fun. Fun little tip from a spirit. He's really acting. I mean, I know I'm not seeing his reactions, but talking to spirits, floating fuzzballs, going into dark space, and my flute is my dad. None of this has really actually seemed to phase our hero all that much here. Which is wonderful. Really resilient. Oh yeah. The fuzzball is in this rose. The rose is going to tell me to go to this switch, and that we need to hit it at the same time. After I play my grandma's melody. I don't know why the fuzzball would possibly know all of this. But here comes the concert. Flute again. Flute being the MVP yet again. Go to the switch on the right-hand wall. That's where we are. So we've got to push it on the count of 3. I know. Great. 1. Stop! The door is open. Go in. I like how demanding that little blue texted voice has been to me. Okay. I can't reach this switch with my flute. Like that foreshadowing. You know what? I'm too excited to stop here and fight like every little thing. Something cool waits for us in here. It's a save point. But what's this? Well, here's a voice in his head. Wonderful. I am Frieden. I am Frieden. He'll just lose his consciousness. He's got to catch himself. There we go. There we go. This is now my life. I am now this guy. Didn't mean to just run out all excited. We are going to talk to our friend here to save. We're Frieden now. We're about to tear up the rest of this this little maze as this guy instead of Will. See the little statue of Will? Like he's frozen in carbonite up there as I'm freely running around now. I've been trapped in there for so long. Anyways, friends, that's going to be it for now. Thanks again for watching. I keep forgetting to tell you not just to subscribe, but to smash the button to subscribe. If you only pressed it the first time, you can unsubscribe and then now smash it to resubscribe. I give you that permission. Next time, we're going to run through, we're going to finish off this dungeon as this Golden Knight and see where it takes us. Thanks again for watching. Let's play Illusion of Gaia.